and welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2. I have my party set up for the final layer. This is the 6th layer, the last layer. There is one more boss waiting for us, and then there will be the final boss. And of course there will be some side quests to get to, but we'll deal with that when we deal with that. And as you can see, I've got life gain set on Seraph. That puts them over 700 HP, which if I run into the unfortunate encounter I've been talking about, that should afford me a chance to survive. Not necessarily a chance to win, but a chance to at least play. Let's see, over here I got Silo. As you can see, I've got him set up on Debilitate. He also has Medea Rahan. Ditto for Argilla, who is going to be taking up the rear for this team composition. She is set with Medea Rahan also. Xandine and Tempest, just because Force Magic is what she's best with right now. And the most notable thing on there is Enervate, which is going to be important for the boss fight at the end of this layer. Before we go forward, I'm actually going to want to set the dual ring on Seraph, because Seraph is just our best fighter by far, and having them go first will be the most helpful in the encounters we stand to get into. Or rather, having them go twice and first will be the most helpful thing for us. Now before we head forward, can finally get this on camera. Mastering a mantra at the end of its branch unlocks a secret mantra, Vicious God. As you can see, it costs 1.5 million, just like Dragon Slayer. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to bother to learn this. As you can see, it teaches Salvation, Full Heal, plus Ailment Purge. Can only be used in battle. Very nice. And it teaches Autosoma, so a nice little bundle right there. Autosoma restores your HP and MP fully after you win a battle. Very nice. But I'm not sure if I'm actually going to bother to learn it for the final boss. We'll see. Now, since I want to have at least one person work on it, I'm going to have Argilla work on World. I don't really care for the mantra itself. As you can see, it teaches Calm, Def, and Rakarndra. Both situationally useful skills that we're kind of past the situations where they might be useful. So I'm just learning it for the sake of getting the last secret mantras. We already have everything else. Now, before we go forward, got a little treasure over here. And, yeah, nothing interesting in this encounter. But here's where, no, jerks. Here's where Bufudine, as our preferred magic, is going to come in handy. Just take out this Cert right here, and we can run into Arahabaki. For anything that is not vulnerable to Bufudine, either nulls it or drains it, or... Come on! Oh hey, got a new combo there. 2 instances of Medea Rahan can let us cast Angelic Grace, which is a pretty unique spell. It restores our HP greatly, and it grants 2 castings of Rakukaja, so it's basically an upgraded version of the... Oh, I forget the name of it. It's been so long since we had to use it. Yeah, whatever. Let's just take this guy out. Probably gonna get a chance to attack us, but I'm not too worried about Thor on his own. Yeah, as you can see, he's no threat. I'll just slap him and call it a day. Hey, there's the power datas I've been looking for. Alright, let's get the treasure from here. This treasure has a hero ration. Now there is actually one more treasure we can get in this area, but it's not anything good, it's just a trap, so we're just gonna head straight for what takes us further in this dungeon, or this layer rather. And that would be this teleporter right over here. Hey, Horus, it's been a while since we've seen you. This is as good a chance as any to say, the final layer of the sun... Oh, come on. The final layer of the sun is not the hardest dungeon in the game, per se, but it is definitely the most annoying. And yeah, lots of people dislike this section of the game because it just relies on a lot of annoying things, which we will be getting to very shortly. Now, let's see, do I have... No, I don't have First Strike on Seraph. What? I actually do not need Mind Charge until the boss fight, so I'm going to take that off. Yeah, just to improve my odds of going first in most encounters. Now, here we are in this little diamond-shaped room, and we are presented with 2 teleporters. The correct teleporter will take us forward, the incorrect teleporter will fling us back, and that is the gimmick for this area. We will come into these diamond-like rooms, and, well, actually it's more like just a triangle, but it combines with this other triangle to make a diamond. Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. Now, this node on the left, it's a trap, ignore it. This flower on the right, Deikasha rocks, very handy, especially since we don't actually have Deikasha on its own. Now, to save us some trouble here, I actually did take the notes on which teleporters we want to take. We want to take the one that is southwest, so from our perspective here, we want to take the one to the right. And these guys, absolutely nothing going for them. Let's see now. I'm just gonna reincarnate. I don't really feel like dealing with Lilith's weaknesses. But yeah, if you select wrong here, you get flung back and you just have to come back and pick the right one. It is actually in your best interest to pick the correct teleporters the first time around, so I would strongly advocate just looking up the answers, because the large karma terminal at the start of this area, that is the last large karma terminal in the game. There are no more. So at this point, if we want to leave and then come back, say we get to the end, we have to go through the entire layer all over again, and it is very obnoxious. So, to minimize the confusion when coming back through, you want to take the correct teleporters the first time around. Okay. Now, we actually have a very important treasure chest coming up here. As you can see, I'm just dumping out Reincarnate left and right. That's because, at this point, we have so many datas at our disposal. Why even worry about conserving MP? Let's see. I forget which way we want to take here. Okay, yeah, this is just a dead end. We're looking for a door. Oh, hey, Parvati. Let's see if we can take her out without any headaches. Thankfully, we have Resist Force on Argilla, so she doesn't have to worry about getting weakly struck there. Now, since Seraph is at the lead, I can just dump out Executioner twice. Oh, well, I can just slap her. Come on, Pinaka. No. Yeah, in my previous playthroughs, I actually got really lucky with her, and she dropped it like the first time I fought her in both playthroughs. Obviously, in the Let's Play, no such luck. It's to be expected. Now, like I said, we've got a very good treasure coming up here, so we want to come through this doorway, and we get taken out into this large area. This is way bigger than necessary, but the treasure we're waiting for is just at the end, and it's the only treasure in this room. Berserk mode, straddling the line between annoying and fruitful. Now, in this treasure, we get hands down the best ring in the game. The Synchro Ring. Man, I wish we got this sooner than we did, but the Synchro Ring, what does this do? It reduces the amount of turns it takes to cast a combo skill by 1. Now, this only applies to the character as the ring equipped, so they have to initiate the combo. But if you've been paying attention to the combos we've been using thus far, we get to use Charge for only 1 press turn. That is insanely good. That's essentially a 4-turn value for the cost of 1, and it is great. I'm not going to set it right now, since we're obviously not going to be using Charge in these trash mobs, but it is so good for boss fights, and it is outright mandatory for the final bonus boss of this game, so if you plan on fighting him, you need this ring. Okay, I guess specifically it isn't mandatory, but not having it adds an extra layer of luck to an already infuriatingly luck-based fight. Hey, Parvati, let's go for this again. Now, like I said, after the initial encounter, these guys always go first. But yeah, recording the final bonus boss for this game was not fun. Even with a good strategy, there is a lot of luck involved in the fight. We better pass to Cielo to let him heal. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about physical attacks. They are much more prone to missing than magic. And unfortunately, that's just something we kind of have to grin and bear with someone like Parvati, who, you know, reflects all types of magic. I mean, I guess there's Almighty as an option, but I'd rather not spend 200 MP on Reincarnate just to take out Parvati. Still no Pinaka. I'm actually surprised the number of times we've been running into Parvati here. It's usually the other guy, who is far more common. In the 6th layer, I mean. Parvati, typically, at least in my experience, she appears much more frequently in the 5th layer. But, of course, this game just loves to subvert the things I say. Now, this teleporter takes us forward, but we actually want to follow this hallway, as there will be some goodies waiting for us over here. You know, I can't say it's not a little cathartic in so many runs where I've just focused on hunting as I play rather than doing dedicated training for it to just dump out Reincarnate onto things, just win the fights immediately. Okay, in this treasure we get a couple wild bombs. We're past the point where those would actually be helpful. Reincarnate, and I could easily get Mega Delaun if I wanted to. Is Soma drop? Pretty nice. And in here we get a Vital Data. I'm actually going to use that on Cielo. He could use the durability boost right now. Let's see, we got a Power Data here. I'm going to throw that on Heat. Magic Data. Who do I want to use that on? Yeah, what the heck, also on Heat. Let's throw this Luck Data, Argilla, and MP Data to top off Seraph. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately the encounter rate for this final layer is also pretty ugly, so that's why this layer can also be pretty nasty, or annoying. Yeah, just annoying. Like, I'm not even going to pretend like this layer is difficult, it's just extremely annoying. It's also quite a bit of distance between the large Karma terminal and the first small terminal. But funnily enough, the two small terminals for this area are extremely close together. Okay. Taking this bulb right here, get a purple crystal. Over in this bulb, we get a chakra pot. That is extremely useless at this point. Alright, for this room, we want to take the southern teleporter. And you do get flung pretty far back if you take the wrong teleporter. Right now, the teleporters we come across, they would throw us back to the start of the area if we pick the wrong one. That node over there, that is a trap. This bulb, on the other hand, Black Pearl, very nice. There is quite a bit of variance in what the traps can do, but any trap that's not an enemy trap, it's just not worth checking out. Like, why take the hit and have to hit the recover button a couple times? Waste of time. And I am not terribly concerned with what these guys can do. Anyway, throwing out Reincarnate here, win another encounter with ease. Hoping I'm getting an olive branch from this. We do need quite a bit of money. I've been burning through it very quickly. Dekasha Rock, it is what it is. Now, honestly, at this point, I don't really have any mantras I care about to work on anyone. We basically got what we need to beat the game, so I'm not going to concern myself too much with that. I'm just going to stick with what we got for the sake of winning the remaining fights. Pretty much the only thing I care about potentially picking up is Salvation. Alright, doing pretty good so far. We're just about at the halfway mark for this layer. Now, heading into this portal right here. Get into another triangular room. Let's head into this side room and see what goodies await us. What the heck? Is that an emoticon in this dialogue? Well, whatever. I'm not sure why this is treated like a special encounter. You've probably run into Arahabaki at least a couple times at this point, because this game hates you. But here it is. And this is the main reason why I have Seraph on the dual ring. If I run into this guy, I can just have them throw out Fufudyne twice and call it a day. Though, admittedly, that'll also be useful in the other special encounter that, for some weird reason, I have not gotten yet. I usually get attacked by this guy all the time in my personal playthroughs. But, as you can see, nothing waiting for us in here but that Arahabaki fight. Alright. Now, for this room, we want to take the northern portal. And again, very prudent that you take the correct portal the first time around. If you've been playing without a guide up to this point, I'd strongly encourage you to consult one just to save yourself some frustration in this area. Alright, that battle right there told me it's probably better to have Cielo in the front, just so I can, if I do get hit with Charm, Cielo will nullify it, and then I can purge it on anyone who does get tagged. Does mean I have to pass his turn, and it makes things take a little bit longer, but whatever, that's far from the worst thing you could have to deal with in this game. You know, I'm not sure if we've actually seen Heat's Berserk mode in this Let's Play yet. Oh well. Maybe I can append it somewhere, if it's not that interesting. I try to be as comprehensive as possible, but some things are so minor, like, why bother? Alright, this is the portal that'll take us forward. Also, as you saw, we got a Star Ruby there. I don't care. Pretty much done with gems at this point. Now, in this room, we get our first small terminal. Nothing much to do here, but make a quick save. Like I said, I'm not even going to bother with setting up new mantras, because we are perfectly set with what we need for the rest of the main game. Gonna have to do a ton of grinding anyway to get ready for the bonus bosses. Bonus bosses in this game, not a good idea to take them on under normal circumstances. You definitely want to have your levels be in the 80s or so before you take them on. Which doesn't take too long for reasons. I'm gonna throw that on Seraph. They've been missing more than I'd like. Alright, for this one, we need to take the eastern portal. Let me see here. So, This one is south. Oh no, wait. I think I want to take this one. Well, if I'm wrong, then there's gonna be a jump cut. Yes, there's going to be a jump cut. I'll be back. Oh, hey, finally! Been waiting for this guy to show up. This is Narasimha, and he is extremely rude. Now, he has a sword for us to wrest from his hand. That is Nandaki. And yes, he is not lying when he says it's not easy. He goes easy on us in this first encounter, but every encounter after, he'll go first, and he is terrible. He specializes in physical attacks. He's the opposite of Parvati, so he reflects all physical attacks, but he's vulnerable to every type of magic. However, the most deadly thing he can do is that he has Ragnarok at his disposal, and unlike in Digital Devil Saga 1, Ragnarok can crit. Ragnarok is also an almighty skill, so there is nothing you can do to defend against it. Also, unlucky. So if he crits with it, that is basically a game over. At this point, Seraph can probably survive it, but that leaves me in a really bad situation. So yeah, definitely not my preferred encounter. Alright, I'll meet you when we're done with this. And that is what happens when you rely on guides from over a decade ago for your directions. But this will take us forward. But as you can see, yeah, this dungeon is extremely cruel. That threw me all the way back to the start. Fortunately, the following ones won't throw us nearly as far back, but that was frustrating. Oh well. Alright. Now, we've got a treasure somewhere around here. And it is not this way. We actually wanted to take the western hallway. However, it is very worth our while to double back for this treasure, because it's a pretty good one. It is not a trap. One thing to note about the encounters at this point is that there is an extremely high chance of reinforcements showing up in the 6th layer, especially if you have the magic read effect up. And this is actually very important if you want to... Oh, that's weird. Very rare that you get a hit in Berserk mode that doesn't crit. And I am not at all worried about Barong, because this is all he can use, and because we are human, yeah, there's nothing going there. One thing about hunt skills and fears, I'm pretty sure when an enemy is afraid, a hunt skill will never miss them. Unless it's a fatal hunt skill, at which point there is a chance it'll just fail to proc. Yeah, fatal hunt skills are really bad in this game. Oh, right, a Lotus Seed. Very nice. I actually got one from a random encounter before. I'm not sure what dropped it. It might have been the Kingu, which is actually pretty handy to know. Remember, if you whiff an attack in Berserk mode, just run away. It's not worth it to bank on it. Alright, we actually want to head all the way to this door now, as there will be another stash of goodies awaiting us at the end. Alright. It is unfortunately another one of these hallways connecting into an extremely large room, so we've got a bit of a way to walk, or rather float, to get there. I'm not sure if Seraph's floating is meant to be indicative of their inherent power, or if that's just an effect of low gravity. It's not exactly made clear. Probably meant to be their power, since they can just shoot bullets with their mind rather than actually needing them. But they do like to hold on to bullets just for the sake of feeling more confident. I'll have to use MP data after the next encounter I get into. Hey, I have been getting crazy lucky with those. I usually don't get that many. I kind of would prefer if it's something like power datas or magic datas or even quick datas, honestly. But MP datas, I won't say no to. Okay, now I gotta use an MP data. That was an Ara Habaki there. I was kind of hoping to drop a vital data, but I was not that lucky. Boy, encounters at the yin-yang, I swear. Alright, in this flower, we get a Malachite. Again, not very important. But in this node, which is not a trap, thankfully, we get a Lotus Seed. Lots of money. And of course, we have to go all the way back to the start of this layer if we want to sell it. I'm going to imagine there's going to be at least 15 minutes of video footage on the cutting room floor once I'm done with this video. On the bright side, the insane amount of karma we've been getting is making us quite capable for any fights we might be getting into. Granted, there's not much strategy involved, and most of the fights involve me passing the Seraph's turn and then doing this. But hey, if I'm getting all these MP datas, why not take advantage of the fringe perks? I'll admit, in my prior playthroughs, I actually did not make too much use of Reincarnate, simply because I was focusing more on hunting as I went, so again, it's nice to just be able to do that. And we're getting close to the end of this layer. One thing you'll notice about this game is that when you're not getting into 5 million encounters, the areas are actually relatively short. This area gets a lot of its longevity out of the fact that, of course, there are so many encounters, and also it likes to fling you backwards a ton. Alright, let's take the... Well, let's not take the teleporters. Let's go into the next side room, and we've got our next small data terminal right after the previous one. I feel like in development, some of the teleporters kind of got shifted around and kind of resulted in an odd rhythm or placement to the teleporters. And I believe the treasure that we just got is actually the last one that isn't tied to a side room to a teleporter. Alright, I'm pretty sure the directions are correct. This time we want to take the southern teleporter. If they are wrong, or if I was misreading them, I'm going to be very frustrated with myself. Okay, they were right. And this just dumps us right where we need to be. I always get nervous when I come here because the map is already filled in, so I feel like I went the wrong way, but no, this is correct. And of course they go first while I'm talking. Come on, Cielo, Cielo. No. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, the Palace Athenas, when they go first, if they can charm you, it is unbelievably annoying. It is actually, if you don't have access to Null Charm or Null Ailment, although Null Ailment would be preferred since there is other stuff like Panic you can get hit with, probably your best option there would be to have Quick Cure set. Quick Cure is actually a pretty strong ability. It maximizes your ailment recovery rate, so you only have to deal with them for a single turn, which is pretty nice. Alright, we want to take this final side room, because there is another treasure waiting for us. And this is not the last treasure of this layer, but the last one located in this area. Let's take a look. That's a neat pattern. I'm not sure if it's either supposed to be a crude mock-up of a lotus, or it is just a hexagram. Or is that 6? Yeah, that's 6 points. Just want to make sure I wasn't misspeaking there. Alright, we want to take the western teleporter here. And here we are at the final hallway. For 2F, anyway. We still got a little bit left to go of the layer. Also, I got an olive branch off that encounter. Very nice. Alright, heading forward. Better use another MP data. Getting low on MP again. Not the magic data, the MP data. That would be a horrible waste to use the magic data on Seraph. Alright, Cielo's getting a little bit more durable there. And here is the final elevator we need to take. And just shoot on up. And there should be a door awaiting us at the end of this hallway. I'm actually kind of shocked at the Spartan number of times I've actually run into Narasimha. I usually run into him all the time when going through this area, and he is scary every single time. Hey, another Soma. We'll see if I end up using it. Well, you're not Narasimha, but you are a dangerous encounter. Thankfully, I am adequately prepared. Let's see here. Just to make her a little bit weaker, we'll throw out Debilitate and then dump out Execution. Executioner. Oh, nice. I love seeing critical. Hey, Pinaka! Nice! Nice, 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 nice. Well, that is lucky. Now, that flower over there, we actually could go into it with Pinaka. I'm not going to do that because we would get absolutely destroyed right now, but it is something we can do later. Alright, let's restore ourselves. And may as well set some new mantras just to reap the boss AP. I've gotten a decent amount of money going through this layer anyway. Alright, let's get ourselves set up. Now, what do I want everybody to work on? Yeah, I was just working on Expel stuff since it was nice and easy. Bolt Emperor for Heat, Evil Spirit for Gale, and more Expel Magic for Cielo. Let's see. Don't have too much money. Let's see. I'll get Cielo working on some stronger magic, just cause. We'll have Argilla's set. We'll have Gale work on new physical things. Let's see. I actually want Amatsukami, but that's expensive, so we'll just go with Demon Lord. Ooh, Fizz Repel is nice. And let's see, Seraph, you can just work on buffing magic. And Heat, what do I want you on? You can zap things in honor of Roland. Alright, there we go there. Very important that you save at this terminal. The upcoming boss fight, he can be pretty nasty if you're not prepared for him, so let's err on the side of caution. Alright. Now, let's, as always, get in front of the door, and I'll set up my skills off-screen, so float, 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 over to the doorway. Here we go. I will get set up. See you in a bit. Alright, we are all set to go. Set up my skills for more striking power, and it is very important that you have some sorts of physical damage at your disposal here. I've also equipped Cielo with the Synchro Ring, so we can take advantage of one-turn charges. So, let's get this underway. Who could be waiting for us here? Would it be Angel? She's on our side, so that doesn't seem to make sense. What the? It's Meganata! And unfortunately, we do not have a power plant to blow him up in this time. So, here is a fight that a lot of people have a lot of trouble with. This guy hits hard, so it helps to be prepared for him. Luckily, we have options at our disposal that allow us to take a lot of the threat out of him. Now, I have set Enervate on Argilla so we can get his physical attack power tanked right away. That'll bring him down to far more manageable levels. And we're just going to hit him with that one, since that should suffice. Yeah, but check out how much damage he does here. Even after a charge boost and or a massive attack drop, yeah, he hits hard. I've set the Amala ring onto Argilla just to get her basic general stats up, and it'll give her some more striking power with her magic when I have her attack. Now, Meganata actually has two phases here. We're in his first phase, and he alternates between them. It's not like a sequential fight. This first phase, he is completely immune to physical attacks. You can only hurt him with magic. Black Bhakti, that's a rough thing to have him start with. That means he's going to launch a really powerful attack next turn. Let's see. I forget if this is Almighty or if you can thwart it with an attack mirror. We're going to throw up the attack mirror just in case. If I'm wrong there, no big deal. We're just going to throw out a Zandine here. I'm going to pass back to Cielo again and... oh wait, yeah, never mind. Seraph has the dual ring. Alright, Argilla's probably going to take some nasty damage here if the attack mirror doesn't work out. Here comes Garage Blade. Ooh, random hit Almighty. That's okay, though. This is the kind of thing we have the Revival Orb for. Just bring Argilla right back in. Kind of unfortunate that she's losing out on the... what is it? The charge bonuses. Here's the other attack that you can use. Mad Rush. Yeah, as you can see, pretty nasty damage here. If you do not have good buffs and debuffs in place, this guy can absolutely tear through you. Another option to deal with this phase, and I'm gonna... oh, I already got it set up. Alright, Bufudine. Another option for dealing with this phase is that you could... oh, what's this? Moksha, and he switches phases. Now he is focused on magic. Okay, for this can actually be thwarted. Either we could throw out a magic mirror, but more effectively we should throw out a bolt wall. In this phase, he reflects all magic, or at least nullifies it, so what we want to do is focus on physical attacks. I'm actually going to have Argilla pass here, because she cannot do much, but Seraph, on the other hand, can power charge, and watch how much Executioner is going to do here. Haha, nice! And a crit. Very nice. Let's throw out Debilitate just to get him a little bit weaker. Nice to have that on hand. Yeah, unfortunately Roland's not here for his revenge, but here is Meru Thunder, an extremely powerful lightning-based attack. Thankfully, we can thwart that with a Bolt Wall. Now here he goes undoing all of our buffs and debuffs, so we're going to want to get those back in place. Let's see, where is Charge? Oh hey, Call Angel. Yeah, that's one from earlier. Nah, Charge is more effective. Angelic Grace, there's that skill again. That was the weaker skill. Let's see. Enervate. It doesn't matter in this phase. In this phase, he can just attack you with any kind of magic that he has at his disposal. He's got most of the elemental stuff, plus, I think it's Fatal Charm and Tentara Fu. Pretty nasty, but Cielo has Null Ailment, so we're protected from that. Enervate won't lower his, actually, no, there's no point in doing Enervate. Let's, throw out an Executioner here. Ooh, nice. I'll throw up a Power Charge just to have that ready. And we want Cielo to hit him with a Debilitate, just to get all of his general stats down. He will eventually go back to... Oh, no, he's already doing it. Moksha. And he's back to his physical attacking phase. At this point, we will want to hit him with an Enervate. The nice thing about this phase... Oof. Still has the 4 press turns. Yeesh. Cielo might die here. Okay, he decided to be an idiot. The nice thing about this phase is that not only does he only have the 2 turns, he cannot use magic, so he cannot purge any buffs or debuffs again. So let's hit him with Enervate. And we'll want to throw up a Mind Charge. And this next turn, we'll use another charge, and then just lay into him with magic. Thankfully, Seraph can resist those physical attacks, so I do not mind him wailing on Seraph. Alright, let's get the charge up, and continue our assault. Argilla's Xandine should do some decent damage here. As you can see, he's a lot more durable in his physical form, so you really want to get those power-charged physical attacks in when he switches. Okay, probably want to heal here. Not a good idea to let yourself get too low. And for this turn, since he's already in the red, I'm just going to start pelting him. I did learn that when the enemy's health turns red, that means they're about... they've just fallen below about 30% of their health, so we're pretty close to finishing this guy off. And that's actually pretty desirable with the Moksha. We still have our power charge in queue, so Seraph should be able to kill him this turn. Let's just pass to his turn, slap him real quick, and give him the coup de grace. Nice. So yes, very dangerous fight if you're not prepared for it, but not too bad if you are. Honestly, I actually do find the final boss to be a bit tougher than him, because the final boss throws a lot more at you. Also, look at that money. Very nice. Alright, but that is the penultimate boss of the game, for the main story anyway. It is quite the fight to go out on. Now, for those of you who might be disappointed that Roland couldn't participate to get his revenge as well, don't worry, I've got a little bonus video just for that. But that'll be for later. For now, we have to save our game and prepare ourselves, because we finally made it. We are at the center of the sun, and we can finally commune with God. Are we going to be able to thwart the apocalypse and save everyone who's left? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All we can do is our best. So I hope you'll join me for that, and hope to see you for the end of Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2. Thank you so much for watching up to this point, and I'm sure you'll appreciate the ending as much as I do, but that'll be for next time. Goodbye.